Hi friends, today we are going to discuss in brief about module 4, that is AP integrating gender in the teaching learning process. Later we will see the portfolio of this module. So let's get started. These are the elements of module 4. The first element, introduction to gender in teaching learning process. We discuss in brief. We are all familiar with the word gender, and we had been experiencing for so many years. There were inequality, discrimination, exploitation, partiality had been observed between male and female for so many years. The main theme of this module is to build perspectives about gender and pedagogical process, and the main intention of this module is to eradicate inequality, partiality between men and women, and this will help teachers to sharpen their sensitivity and understanding on issues related to gender and provide them guidelines on developing gender inclusive methodologies, so that teacher will know how to treat male and female, how to treat gender as well in the classroom as well outside the classroom. The second element is understanding gender and its dimensions in schooling process. What is gender? Before understanding gender, we should understand the social construction which is responsible for forming our ideas about gender. So before understanding gender, we have to know what is social construction. It will help us to know better about gender. Social construction is a continuous process in which all individuals and the social process play a crucial part. For example, as children grows up, we begin to differentiate between boys and girls through various ways, like differences in clothing, activities they do, toys they play with, playground in which generally we see boys playing football and girls playing kho-kho. So this is called social construction. So as children grows up, we people are here to differentiate between boys and girls through their various activities. Generally, girls are very much interested in playing kho-kho. So we assume that kho-kho is a game which can be played only by girls, and football, generally boys are very much interested in playing football, cricket. So we assume that these games can be played only by boys. Here one more concept has to be noticed, that is sex. What is sex? What are the differences between gender and sex? These are two different concepts, very easy to differentiate between gender and sex. Sex pertains to biological differences between boys and girls, whereas gender is a socio-cultural difference between boys and girls. Very simple. Sex is about biological difference, gender is about socio-cultural difference. These are the differences between sex and gender. Important to notice that some men who are born with male bodies, but they feel the way they dress and the way they behave like girls and women. Some women who want to dress, act and behave like boys or men, they are all categorized as transgender persons. And here we have to know what are the responsibilities of a teacher towards gender. The teacher should first identify the gender differences in all schooling activities, then plan and implement the activities in classroom and outside classroom accordingly. The third element, role of the teacher and principals and hidden curriculum. First we know about hidden curriculum. Later we will see role of a teacher and principals. What is hidden curriculum? Curriculum largely includes all the essential and appropriate knowledge taught formally in school. To say in simple way, knowledge can be provided formally in the school is called curriculum. There are certain aspects that are taught informally in a school system. This is what is called the hidden curriculum. So what does this hidden curriculum include? Hidden curriculum includes behavior, perspectives, and attitudes that students pick up unknowingly in the schooling process. We must realize that it is what students absorb in school, which may or may not be a part of formal course of study. Hidden curriculum includes behavior, the way teacher behave in the classroom, the way teacher behave in outside the classroom, and the attitude of the teacher. These all aspects can be observed by the students in the classroom. So behavior, attitudes, perspectives will not be taught formally in the school. These are informal. Students will easily absorb these aspects from the teacher. This is called hidden curriculum. So the way teacher behave, the attitude of the teacher, so these aspects will be observed by the students in the classroom. This is called hidden curriculum. So teacher must know what is hidden curriculum. So he has to treat the students accordingly, and the attitude of the teacher should be role model for the student. The behavior of the teacher should be role model for the student. So teacher must realize about hidden curriculum. This will impact more on the students. And next, role of the teacher and principals. Principals should encourage gender equality in the school governance and operations. It should be mandatory to sensitize all staff members, including the supporting staff, on issues related to gender. And schools should have gender sensitive physical facilities like separate functional toilets, sufficient restroom, availability of water, sanitation facilities. So these must be maintained by the principal of the school. They should try their best to support teachers to make classroom teaching learning process more gender inclusive. And teachers should use a gender sensitive language in the classroom as well as outside the classroom. They can play a significant role in ensuring the participation of both boys and girls in various activities of the school. Organizing self-defense training for both boys and girls. Responsibility of the school management and principal to formulate, implement and monitor rules and regulations that will make the social environment gender sensitive. The fourth one, integrating gender concern through teaching of languages. Teachers play a crucial role in promoting gender fair language. Gender neutral language needs to be used in classroom. So teacher make to realize that he has to use a neutral language in the classroom. What is gender neutral language? That we have to know. For example, if I say policeman, chairman, what do you assume? Generally you assume there is a man in police. If I say chairman, generally you assume that there is a man in chairman. Such gender specific terms fail to recognize the women who are already in this occupation. So gender neutral language should be utilized in the classroom. For example, instead of saying policeman, we have to say police. Instead of saying chairman, we have to say chairperson. The word chairperson welcome both men or women. As it is, the word police welcome both men and women. This is the activity given in module 4. Provide gender neutral terms for the words given below. So here 7 words are there, all are belong to gender specific names. So we have to change it as neutral terms. The neutral term of actress is actor, chairman, chairperson, spokesman, spokesperson, man, mankind, human, humankind, manpower, human power, salesman, salesperson, housewife, housemaker. These are the terms belong to gender neutral. So this language we have to use in the classroom, that is gender neutral. And the fifth one, integrating gender concern through teaching of social sciences. Social sciences is an integral part of the school curriculum in all stages of school education, beginning from the elementary stage. It seeks to explore individual and collective human behavior which influence families, communities, cultures, institutions, environment, societies, and ideas, norms, and values. The primary aim of social sciences is to provide a critical lens to enable students acknowledge and respect diversity in terms of gender, religion, region, class, and disability, and look at all persons as equal. Deliberate upon issues such as democracy and autocracy. So, the main purpose of integrating gender through teaching of social sciences is to treat all people equally, irrespective of gender, religion, region, class, disability, economical status. So, treat all people equally and develop the democracy. Sixth one, integrating gender concern through teaching of mathematics. The subject mathematics does everyone, but for many students, particularly girls, they are still remain unsuccessful in the area of mathematics. We need to think of less masculine mathematics. It is common myth that it is common saying that mathematics subject is not for girls. But if we talk in reality, its teaching does not have a scope of gender discrimination and stereotyping. It is important to break this myth through our curriculum and its transaction by the teachers. So therefore, the subject of mathematics is for both boys and girls. Nowadays, girls are top in the subject of mathematics. Integrating gender concern through teaching of sciences. The seventh element. She is Janaki Ammal. She was renowned plant biologist of India, first woman to obtain PhD in botany from the United States of America. She was awarded the Padma Shri Award in 1977 by the Indian government for her contribution to botany. She is Shakuntala Devi. She is an Indian mathematician and popularly known as the human computer. Because of her mental calculation abilities, she earned a position in Guinness Book of World Record for multiplying two 13-digit number in just 28 seconds. Tessie Thomas. She is the Director General of Aeronautical System of DRDO. She is also known as the Missile Woman of India because she is the first woman to head a missile project in India. Well-known person, first woman astronaut of Indian origin to go to space. She was awarded the prestigious Congressional Space Medal of Honor by the US government. Especially in the subject of science, women along with men created a history and set a benchmark. So the last element, addressing gender concern through activities. Now you have understood the difference between gender and sex. Sex is a biological category where gender is a social construct. As the girls and boys grow up, some qualities are associated with them by the family and the society. For example, if we take the statement, they don't cry. It is a statement, they don't cry. Generally, we assume that this is a quality associated with boys and men. If small children fall or get hurt, usually parents and others in the family console them by saying, don't cry, you are a boy. Boys are brave, they don't cry. This is something wrong. Why boys only brave? Girls are also brave. So it should not be happen. This is called gender inequality. System has to be changed. Here portfolio activity. Select any subject or any topic of your choice. Identify how gender can be integrated by in the following aspects. Here 5 options are given: visuals, content, teaching learning process, hidden curriculum, use of local example or experience or role models. Any one option has to be selected among 5. Here I selected visuals, and my topic is profession by different people. Here two females who are farmers, they have chosen this profession, and they are carrying food products which they produce in the field and able to earn money through farming. Two men who are also farmers, they have chosen this profession and they are very happy by this profession. So this is called gender equality in profession. Here are female cricketers, they have chosen this profession and they are very happy with this profession and they are playing cricket. Not only men, women can also play cricket and create history. Here male cricketers are there, they are playing cricket, very well known players of Indian cricket team. They created records in the history of cricket. She's name is Sheila. She is Indian first female auto driver. She has chosen this profession and she is very happy with this profession. Generally men choose this profession, but women can also drive auto and they can be auto driver. They can also choose this profession. This is called gender equality. Here there is a man who is sitting inside the auto. He is auto driver. He had chosen this profession and very happy with this profession. So finally the conclusion is, choosing of profession should not be depends on gender. It should be depend on their abilities, their capabilities. So based on capabilities, abilities, anyone can choose any profession. So friends, take an empty paper, paste such kind of pictures on that empty paper and write 5 or 6 sentences regarding each picture and prepare a role play activity in which students will perform by occupying different professions. Finally, learning outcomes, in which you have to write any profession can be chosen by anyone in the world. It should not be depend on gender, but it should be depend on their abilities, capabilities. So friends, this is something about module 4 portfolio activity. I hope you like my video. If you like my video, then please press a like button and share my videos as much as you can, and please subscribe my channel so that you will get my latest videos on your YouTube channel. Keep sharing my videos, keep watching my videos. Please support me by sharing my videos, by subscribing my channel. Thank you very much. Last but not least, take care, be healthy and be happy. Jai Hind.